I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. This is the first game in the Warriors road trip. And it's the Warriors to start out. And Banchero, here we go. Towns with the defensive effort. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Magic. From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instant. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And here is Nesmith. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Clock is at 3. Here's Nembhard. Hits the target from 18 feet. Nembhard's got the first points up on the board tonight here for the Warriors. Over to the wing. Deep, Collins. It's rebounded by Golden State. For 3, Durant. Karl-Anthony Towns with the rebound. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
I caught up with Coach Jamal Mosley. Now, we spoke briefly about how critical it is to slow down Paolo Banchero. Coach said he can be a force on offense when he gets a couple to fall. The energy and effort from our guys has to be high if we want to contain him. We'll see if that team can contain Banchero out there, guys. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And here's Brunson, following the 3 from Kevin Durant. Outside, Levine. Out to Brunson. And that comes off the assist by Levine.
The competitive spirit of Brunson shining through. He just had to answer that last shot.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Nesmith. Off target from outside.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Well, over the years, the Warriors have had some historic tax bills.
Yeah, and for the most part, it's been well worth it because it's led to championships and they generate a ton of income. But now, with this tax repeater penalties, you can see why they've tried to cut costs, and every team in the league has followed.
Orlando shooting their first free throw of the game here. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
There might not be a guy with more heart than Karl-Anthony Towns. From his words to his actions, this is a guy who cares about the game and his fellow players.
And the dunk by Wallace.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Outside, Levine. A three-pointer is right on target.
Off the pass, Levine is more or less just automatic. He just lets it fly.
Nembhard with it. Brunson picks him up. Pass to Durant. Here's Nesmith. Shoots over Brunson. And it's Golden State with another. It's stolen. Wallace right side. Here's Nesmith. It's good from long range. Nesmith has got 5. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Warriors.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And so far, just a great job forcing turnovers and creating opportunities in the open floor. The defense at the heart of that. And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Orlando trailing here. To the inside. Pass to Levine. Rebound by Paolo Banchero.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Shoots the 3. Rebound by the Magic.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Now Collins. Back to Brunson. Outside Collins. Shot clock at 5. Towns with it. And it's Wallace picking him up. And here's Collins from outside. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. Nembhard with it. Pass to Wallace. Neesmith with the ball. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Warriors lead by 1. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
And the dunk by Bamba.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, last season the Magic extended Coach Jamahl Mosley's contract through 2028. He said, it's not about me. I just want each one of these guys to reach their full potential. This game has been good to all of us. I want to be part of maximizing how great they can be on and off the court. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Towns, the screen. Inside. And Towns throws it down.
And how about the agility of Towns? Cutting with purpose there after setting the screen. Great display of his basketball IQ.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Making a change here. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
Shots good by Thor.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Kicks it out to Grant. Outside Rose. And Banchero outside. And again, unable to change momentum here.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. No points yet here in the second quarter for them.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
Hey, Greg, what about Jeremy Grant? He's had about every role you can imagine on any team he's played on.
And, Kevin, he started out as a second-round pick, hoping to just make a team. He's been a bench spark plug, a starter, even a number one option in Detroit for a couple years. Grant's done it all.
Puts up a three, and another three for Golden State.
And Mathurin proving he can be unselfish, wanting to find his teammates.
On the wing, Mitchell. Still without a basket. Bamba sets a screen. Out to the wing. All sorts of time. Connects, the jumper drops. And the Magic lead by 2.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Mathurin, good.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Now Mitchell into the lane. To the left wing. Here's Thor. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And they're not afraid to let it fly from deep. They're looking to extend their lead with the three ball here in the second quarter.
Banchero up top. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Orlando making some changes. Orlando leading. Here's Brunson. He has 5. Out to Marion. Back to Brunson. Orlando moving the ball around. Levine can't hit. Now here's Mathurin, the fast break chance. And the dunk by Grant.
Oh, Grant comes flying in with so much force.
Brunson outside. The kick out to Towns. Levine wide open. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Levine's got 5 points so far.
Smart hoop by Levine. With how many teams defend him, he'll get his shot all day.
Rose with the ball. Now guarded by Towns. Reed in the post. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one is on Towns.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Orlando trailing here. Outside, Levine. Back to Brunson. Kick out to Levine. Pass to Brunson. Levine with it. Defended by Mathurin. And the shot is good. Levine's got 4 this quarter. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Orlando out in front, leading by a point. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. To the paint. Plays it up and banks it in. 9 points in the game so far.
Not just a shooter, Levine is also willing to bury himself inside and go to work.
GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
Screened by Grant. Driving to the basket. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Grant's got his second bucket tonight.
And he didn't really have this shot coming into the league. Grant has really worked on honing his shot from the perimeter.
And the call will be against Ben Wallace. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
On defense, the Warriors. Outside, Towns. Back to Brunson. 6 to shoot. The kick out to Towns. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. Towns has got 8 points.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Down low. Durant. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Don't laugh at me when I say this, but there is too much strength from Kevin Durant. Now with the chance to add one more.
On the free throw, no good. And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and Greg efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of, so as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report.
Timeout.
And an intentional foul right there. And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And the Warriors making a change here. Wallace looking for an opening. Pass to Rose. Kicks it out to Grant. Back to Rose. Just 5 to shoot. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And the jam by Wallace.
Threading the needle there effortlessly. Rose, truly a pro when it comes to running that pick and roll.
And here is Bamba. The Magic again can't hit. Stolen by Bamba. Brunson, left side. The close range shot is good from Brunson.
And Brunson recognizes how to execute inside. The D must be more physical with it.
Outside Mathurin. Grant outside. Pass to Rose. Screen by Grant. 5 on the clock. And the dunk by Grant.
And when you run pick and roll with Grant, you have to respect his jumpers. So that really opens things up for Jeremy.
.141 left in the third quarter. To the middle. Stolen by Grant. Right side Durant. And Kevin Durant, one of the top 10 scorers in league history. And RJ still going strong.
And he does it with efficiency, Kevin. Takes great shots, and he's incredibly accurate. And if he doesn't have a look, he's a willing passer. You look at Durant's game, and you instantly see all the hours of hard work that went into shaping it. He's so polished in every area. His skills are so sharp.
Now, here's Mitchell. Still scoreless. Pass to Van Vliet. Mitchell outside. Takes a 3. And it's Whitmore missing. Warriors leading by 3. Confident finish by Durant.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Van Vliet outside. From outside, off the mark.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And it's Mathurin missing. 6-second difference between shot and gameplay. Pass to Mitchell. To the paint. Here's Whitmore.
Oh, man. When Cam Whitmore throws it down, you feel bad for the rim.
On the wing, Mathurin. Now, Banchero. Offline with his 3. Here's Whitmore. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here.
36. The Warriors, 39.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Hey, guys. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the last timeout. Now, with this game up for grabs, Coach told his guys to think positive. He said, "We know this game is ours, fellas. We've earned it. I need you to show me right now that you want this." When they get it done, we'll see. Guys.
Thank you, David. Towns, the screen. Here's Levine. Warriors with the rebound.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Neesmith with the ball. And it's Marion picking him up. They get it back. Pass to Mathurin. The second chance effort. Count it, and the foul. That's on Jalen Brunson.
A skillful move there by Mathurin against the contact, somehow finding a way to get the shot to fall.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And all game long, they work the ball inside. It's really worked well for them offensively.
Out to Marion. Launches a three. Magic working now with the new shot clock. And the dunk by Towns.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
You can't question the desire of these teams. It's going to be difficult for either side to get separation.
Mathurin for three. Hits it from three-point range. Mathurin's got the lead up to 7 now for the Warriors. Outside, Levine. Out to Marion. Pass to Brunson. Back to Levine. Puts up a deep three. Rebound by Wallace. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. Warriors leading by 8. Pass to Neesmith. That's good, and it's KD with the assist.
Such a great passer at his position. Dimes like this are why KD is a winner.
Right side Towns. Outside Levine. Looking for Banchero and gets it there. It's Durant on the wing. Here's the three. Rebound by the Magic. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. They get a hand on it. Back to Towns. Outside Levine. Bamba wide open and he fires. That one's off. Still out of sync. Pass to Towns. Marion outside. And the dunk by Bamba.
Smart play there. Well-timed roll to the basket. Bamba's got intelligence off and on the court.
Outside Mathurin. Banchero looking around. Outside Durant. Kicks it out to Banchero. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. 1:36 left in the fourth quarter of this one. In the corner, Bamba with it. Trains the three-pointer.
And you see how Brunson's fine-tuned his playmaking ability. That pass on time and on point.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. The Magic trailed by 6. Only one man back on D. The shot by Marion, no good. And it's the Warriors' ball. They've led by as many as 11 points.
Smart dish by Durant, giving it away to a guy with a quality look.
Here's Brunson. And it's Mathurin with the rebound. And Mathurin has got the ball here for the Warriors. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. And there is a whistle. That goes on Andrew Nembhard. That's his first foul. On the wing, Merritt. Bamba. Great positioning on the putback.
The activity from Bamba when he's playing with a high motor, watch out.
Pass to Grant. Outside, KD. Shot clock at 6. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Just absolutely dominant inside. You have to be all over Durant. Calm and cool, and his free throws put a bow on this one. Nice way to finish the game.
So the first one drops, and that brings them within single digits.
And one area where Brunson's improved is in the clutch. He's a monster in crunch time. Nice to have a player you can depend on in those key situations.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. No coverage that time. Grant's got the lead up to 11 now for the Warriors.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.